Welcome, everyone, to the Indian Waters Council Friends of Scouting Celebration. Let's hear it. All right. I'm Joe Pinner, and some of you may know me as Mr. Knows It. Of course, these young sprouts wouldn't. Maybe Brad Hutto will. And, of course, I think many of you older folks and millennials may remember that I had a children's show for 37 years from 1963 to 2000 and talked to thousands of youngsters. Well, it's a real pleasure to be with you today over the internet on YouTube, and I'm here with the Scouts representing about 4,000 Scouts in the Indian Waters Council. And thank you so very much for being here and for what you do. We are celebrating Scouting, and we're also celebrating you and your support of Scouting. We have a great program lined up. We have expressions of appreciation from several dignitaries for whom Scouting is important. You will recognize them. And we'll meet some local Scouts. Also have a very special presentation toward the end of the program. And we are here today to celebrate the character building programs of the Boy Scouts of America, provided locally by volunteers and staff of Indian Waters Council. And we're going to start off with a visit from one of the most prominent scouting leaders of our time here in South Carolina, State Senator Brad Hutto. And little Brad, I think I asked, what did you want to be when you grew up? And what did you want to be?
An Eagle Scout.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here. And tell us a little bit about your background in scouting.
Well, I grew up in the farming community outside of Holly Hill in Orangeburg County. Joined Cub Scouts. Back then you could join in the second grade. And went all the way through and got my Lion Scout Award, which they don't have anymore, I don't think. Then Webelos and went into Boy Scouts, worked on camp staff at Camp Barstow, and have been in scouting ever since.
Well, why is it so important to support scouting?
It is, first of all, it's the most impactful youth organization in the history of this country. Boy Scouting teaches character building, leadership, conservation, a love of the outdoors, and teamwork. There is no greater opportunity for a young person than to be involved in scouting.
Well, you have a call to action, I think.
I do. If you can support scouting in the Midlands, we would like you to give in the amount that you're comfortable for. You can go to the text that's on the bottom of the screen or go to our website that's on the bottom of the screen.
Well, let's see. We have a Camp Barstow summer camp video right now.
And let me tell you a little bit about Camp Barstow before we show the video. Like everybody else during this COVID pandemic, Camp Barstow has been closed, but we have taken the opportunity to make much needed repairs to camp, and we will be opening camp this coming, we'll have an open house on October the 11th. We invite you all to come out between 1 and 5 p.m. on Sunday, October the 11th, to the open house at Camp Barstow. And the following weekend, the weekend of October the 15th through the 17th, we will start overnight camping for troops at Camp Barstow. If you need more information about the open house, go to our website, indianwaters.org. And if you're a troop that wants to sign up for that first weekend back at Camp Barstow, go also to our website, and there's a sign-up opportunity there. And so we're looking forward to the reopening of Camp Barstow, Joe.
Fantastic. Well, I think we have some very important people that we want to introduce right now.
We're going to show the video first of Camp Barstow, I think.
That's right. Hello, I'm Henry McMaster, and I'm proud to say that my son and all my nephews are Eagle Scouts. I know the difference scouting can make in a young person's life. It goes to the very heart of the goodness and the greatness of America. Over the years, I've noticed that many of our most respected and trusted people in all walks of life have been Scouts. For these reasons and many more, I am happy and proud to support the Boy Scouts of America, and I hope that you will continue to do so too. Thank you.
Hello everyone, it's Senator Tim Scott here. It is a pleasure to join you virtually tonight. I know it's been a rough year, but I do believe that our best days are ahead. Without my mentor, John Moniz, I would not be the person that I am today. I was failing out of high school as a kid, and he taught me life-changing lessons that I still hold on to this very day. Continue to listen to your mentors, work really hard, and be great leaders of character. You all are our future, and I know you all will lead us well. Enjoy the rest of your dinner, and God bless.
Good evening. My name is Michael Season. I currently serve on the board of directors for the Indian Waters Council, and this year I have the honor to chair the Friends of Scouting fundraising campaign. I'm also a parent of 3 boys who have in the past benefited or who are still a part of Scouting BSA within the Indian Waters Council. All 3 of my boys started in Cub Scouts in Pack 100 at St. Joseph's, and my 2 oldest sons continued on with Troop 100. I'm also very proud of my oldest son, James, who became an Eagle Scout last fall, and Marshall, who is a Life Scout on the verge. Marshall, if you're listening to this, finish up your Eagle project. But tonight, I'd like to start by offering my heartfelt thanks to you for making this year's Friends of Scouting campaign a success. This campaign is called the Friends of Scouting rather than the Family of Scouting for a reason. Well, sure, a big part of its success is owed to all the parents and grandparents and aunts and uncles and brothers and sisters and all the other family members for supporting their boys and girls in Scouting BSA. But you're also the generous community members and local businesses who may have gotten involved years ago because of a Scout in your family, but are still involved for the love of the program and the benefits it offers to others. And I'd also offer a special thank you for your giving generously, both financially and with your time and talents. You see, you are the den leaders, the pack and troop leaders. You help to keep your Scout on track through merit badge advancements and meetings. You offer assistance with designing and building and decorating Pinewood Derby cars, but then you also come to the meet and cheer for your Scout all the way to the finish line. You help to organize and spend time with your Scout on weekend camping trips and other outdoor activities. You provide a good role model where one might not always be present in a Scout's life. As everyone is no doubt aware, this year's FOS campaign event is very much different than the past. We're in a different venue, and many of us are separated from the Scouts and leaders in our local packs and troops. But tonight is just as vitally important as before, perhaps more so. The Friends of Scouting campaign does so much more than just raise money for Scouting BSA and the Indian Waters Council. It also helps to supplement so many of the activities and programming and outreach that Indian Waters Council is involved with. When we made the difficult decision to first delay and then ultimately cancel spring and summer activities like summer camp at Camp Barstow or even high adventure trips like Philmont, it became that much more important for the Indian Waters Council to keep kids connected and engaged throughout the summer. The tireless efforts of our staff and volunteers to transition to virtual meetings and to teach online merit badge classes allowed our Scouts to stay engaged and continue their rank advancement. The same is true with local packs and troops, which started with virtual meetings but are now firmly meeting in person. Truly, this was made possible because of everyone's ability to be prepared. Tonight's event is primarily a celebration, a thank you for your tireless efforts and a job well done. And I'm pleased to tell you that as of 2:45 on Monday, we've currently raised $500,403.13. But who's counting? That's 87% of this year's goal, and I'm confident that it'll be higher by tomorrow night. That is in no small part due to your efforts and those of our volunteers, board members, and community partners. But it is also a call to action if you haven't had the opportunity to give to this year's campaign. You see, this year is the 100th anniversary of Scouting, and we're encouraging everyone who is able to give to his or her individual ability. If you can, please consider a gift of $100 in honor of this special anniversary. But of course, don't let that stop you from giving more if you're able. We want to reach and exceed our goal to help giving back to our Scouts and to our community. Thanks again.
Thank you, Charter Communications. Because of you, I'm staffing summer camp next year, and I can't wait.
Thank you, Lipscomb Family Foundation, for helping Scouts go to camp.
Thank you, Publix. Because of you, I can go hiking at Camp Barstow.
Now this is unique. This is unique in the first order. We have a brother and sister Scout pair with us now. We have Madeline and Joshua Ridley, and they're from Lexington. Madeline is with Girl Troop 425, and Joshua with Boy Troop 307, and we certainly welcome you. Now, later this week, you are likely to become the very first set of male and female twins in the history of the Boy Scouts of America to achieve Scouting's highest honor. Now, Joshua, you have already received your Eagle, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, when was that?
It was August the 27th.
And what did it mean to you?
It meant joining a class of many historic Americans who have created a great impact upon our country.
Now, Madeline, did you ever think that you would be going before a board of review to become an Eagle Scout?
I never thought that I would even be joining Scouting. I never thought they would let girls in.
Well, a lot of memories, I'm sure, that you will build in Scouting and memories that you have already. Can you remember, say, the most exciting experience that you've had in your trail to becoming an Eagle Scout?
The most exciting experience on my trail to Eagle was my first camp out with my troop, because it was the first time we really did something big together, that we got to know each other and work on Scout skills.
And you had a lot of freedom.
Yes.
All right, now what about your projects? What kind of projects have you had? Service projects?
We've done Adopt a Highway, cleaning up trash on highways. We've written letters to the elderly in homes.
All right, Joshua, what about you? What's one of your favorite memories?
My favorite memory is probably the first time I went whitewater rafting with my troop.
Are you pretty good at it?
I think so.
Okay, all right. Now, these are unprecedented times. We're dealing with the virus, the COVID-19. Has this given you some challenges in getting your merit badges, Madeline?
It gave some challenges, but the council provided merit badges online, and I got to do some of those.
Okay, what about meetings? Have you been doing them virtually?
My troop, we meet virtually every week.
Okay, what about you, Joshua? Same thing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, now, I would like to ask you, what is your career choice, Madeline, for a career?
I want to become an architect.
Ah, design buildings and things?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Joshua, what about you?
I'm thinking about maybe becoming an author.
Okay. Well, I congratulate both of you. You will be becoming an Eagle Scout, and probably you two will be making history. And I congratulate both of you and wish you all the success in the world.
Thank you.
And speaking of success, we have some successful people right now. Watch.
I really want to reach out to all the Boy Scouts that are out there and to the moms and dads that are in tremendous support. I'm a very fortunate dad to be a father of an Eagle Scout. And I remember when my son went through the Eagle Scout process, he was fully committed. He learned so much about himself. He learned so much about being a member of a team. He learned a lot about responsibility and character. And quite frankly, mom and dad learned a lot about that as well, just working with him. And as committed as he was to that particular program, I really believe that our efforts with him really blossomed and grew together as a family. and I thought it was just a tremendous experience. I would say this, that having been the president of the United States Military Academy at West Point, when we looked at prospective students that would come to the military academy, if they had mentioned that they were a Boy Scout or a Girl Scout, and especially if they had mentioned that they were an Eagle Scout, it catapulted them to the list of all of their peers, simply because they had demonstrated leadership and leadership potential, and it made a huge difference. But really, I want to say this, the Boy Scouts are fantastic because they're really all about service. And service takes your eyes off of yourself, and the service looks at the needs of other people. And when you are looking at the needs of other people, and you're doing your best to try to understand and to meet those needs, then service really catapults you as far as a leader above your peers in every single aspect. Because the greatest leaders are not necessarily those who are tremendously competent. The greatest leaders find other people and bring the best out in other people. They find the needs of other people and they seek to meet those particular needs. And when they do that, people just love and respect leaders for going out and leading and just finding the best in other people, and it just makes a huge difference. So to you Boy Scouts who are involved in service, you're going to learn a lot. If you're involved in trying to be an Eagle Scout, I commend you and I applaud you. But if you're a Boy Scout, you're going to be a leader, and you're going to be a leader in the future of your community, the future of your state, and the future of your nation. So congratulations. So thank you to everyone who supports Indian Waters Council and provides the scouting experience with so many young people in South Carolina. Congratulations and thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends of scouting, I'm Congressman Joe Wilson, and I'm just so grateful to be with you to wish you well in scouting. It's so important to me. I give credit to my wife, Roxanne, but the greatest achievement really of our life is that we have had 4 Eagle Scouts, and what a positive impact it's had on all of their lives to achieve. Your Attorney General, I'm so grateful. Alan Addison, I'm grateful as a doctor in the Navy. He has served in Iraq, and Julian as a leader in our community in real estate, and then our youngest son Hunter served with distinction. I'm very, very grateful in Afghanistan. So over and over again, I see the benefits of scouting and what it means to young people, to families, and then hey, I'm also a very proud grandfather of with my grandson being so involved, and so and on his way to becoming an Eagle Scout too. But the greatest achievement really in my life, and same with my wife Roxanne, is to have 4 Eagle Scouts. And I just want to thank the persons at Faith Lutheran Church, the Troop 1. Gosh, it's just been so meaningful to see the impact on their lives and on our lives. And I want to wish everyone well. Scouting is so important to American families, and I'm just so grateful to be here. God bless you.
Thank you, Dominion Energy. Because of you, I can finally see my friends in scouting again.
Thank you, Defender Services. Because of you, I'm a Clemson fan. Thank you, AT&T, for letting us be a scout.
And welcome back. I'll tell you, Joe Wilson, Congressman, has 4 Eagle Scouts. Doug Stone, Executive, good to see you, sir.
Great to see you, Joe. Great to have a former Council popcorn kernel with us.
You betcha. I have my little Camp Barstow waterproof container here. Have you ever seen this one?
I haven't. That's a
artifact. See, this goes back about 30 or 40 years. Yeah, and inside, terrific. If I can get in it, I have a Trails Inn.
Okay.
I understand that's changed now.
Well, it's Camp Master these days, our popcorn company.
And I'm so proud to still have my Joe Pinner Council popcorn kernel.
Outstanding. Right. Well, you'll be proud. Joe, we're going to present this to you. This is Supreme Caramel Corn with nuts.
Oh.
Okay, and our scouts, as we speak, are out there selling popcorn. And believe it or not, they are still doing it in front of Lowe's. A lot of it is over the internet these days. And so we encourage everyone to consider supporting scouting by supporting our scouts through popcorn sales. And so on our website at indianwaters.org is one way to order some.
Now I know why he's an executive, right? Okay. Also got a very nice medal one time for an incident that I was involved in. So scouting is, I must tell you, I was never a scout. I went with my father to Centenary Methodist Church in New Bern, North Carolina, to become a Cub Scout. When it came to saying my name, and I was so shy that I didn't do it. Now my son Michael became a Cub Scout, and I helped him with his Pinewood Derby. Were fathers supposed to help with those?
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
As you know, scouting is a family program. That's what it's all about. It's just really a safe, home and family centered program, particularly at the younger level where they, during COVID, we've had a lot of internet merit badges, over 26. We've had over 1,000 scouts earn merit badges this past summer, just over, online. And so when people talk about having to be home as a family, that's what scouting is all about, certainly. But you know what, as Brad pointed out, we're eager to get the outing back in scouting, Joe. And we have, even though you might have been shy as a scout, as a young person, as a scout, we've got some scouts here as well, and let's see if they can speak up. Maybe they can pull down their masks.
And they're representing over 4,000
Absolutely.
in the Indian
That's
Waters
right.
Council.
Yes, sir.
Did a lot of live shots out there at Camp Barstow during my days at WIS, and Mr. knows it. All right, sound off, sir.
Durham Braley.
Okay.
My name is Kamari Clickley.
My name is Michael Sherman.
Sherman? Okay.
I'm Ava Phelps. I'm Will Phelps.
I'm Chris Sally.
And who's the big guy back there?
Scoutmaster Ron Moses.
All right. Very good. Now, you were talking about family and scouting. Here is something I want you to watch right now. Families like us.
My name is Lester, and I have been a part of scouting for about 16 years.
My name is April, and I've been a part of scouting for 7 years.
Well, scouting has affected my family. We love the outdoors and we love the togetherness.
We also truly enjoy teaching the boys how to respect others, learning how to deal with each other, learning how to overcome adversity while they're out in the woods, and sometimes overcoming their fears. It makes a difference when they learn these things early on and they know how to deal with the circumstances that come later in life. My sons have been in scouting since my eldest son was first grade. I have one son who is a high-functioning autistic child. So my son has also, by having friends, and he's gained a lot of acceptance. They don't judge him. They just say, come on, let's play, let's have a good time. And scouting has helped him overcome so many things. When he was trying to get his swimming merit badge, he needed some support to get finished. And the boys helped him get through it so that he could finish and get his swimming merit badge. And that was just so awesome to me. I appreciate when people support my children and show them love, even when I'm there and when I'm not there. That's what the scouting program does. You have a whole family of people who love and support your children, and they work together to make sure that everybody is successful.
As far as scouting goes, it's for everybody. You know, like I say, that's one of the things about scouting. Is such a good family-based program.
Invest in your family, invest in your children, and make sure that you build these memorable moments now. Please invest and do it through scouting.
Well, Mr. Boy Scout Executive Doug Stone, I think you have word about a very special award.
Well, Joe, we're about to share with you a presentation that we made recently remotely to the only Heisman Trophy winner here at the University of South Carolina, George Rogers. George Rogers has, since his days of playing college football and in the NFL, which was also a distinguished career, you know, he's been really active in the community through the George Rogers Foundation.
I love George.
So we'll have a little clip here for that presentation. We want y'all to know that by supporting Scouting, you are supporting families like us, the video we just saw, and scouts like us. We're so proud of these scouts and 4,000 others throughout the Midlands here, just like them, that are living up to the Scout Oath and the Scout Law every day. And so I'm pleased to introduce Nate Spells from our Board of Directors. Nate is going to introduce and say some words about George Rogers, who's being recognized for his achievements and representing the values of the Scout Oath and the Scout Law.
Hello, I'm Nate Spells Jr., former chairman of the Whitney M. Young and a proud member of the Indian Three River Council. It's with great pleasure that I present to you this year's Whitney M. Young winner. He's a man who needs little or no introduction in the state of South Carolina. He's the man, the myth, the legend, a man that I've got to know on a personal level, that I serve on his board and see the great works that he has done. It's no other than the 1980 Heisman Trophy winner, Mr. George Rogers. I can go accolades, first round draft pick, Pro Bowl, Super Bowl champion, but it's what he's done off the field is what's most admirable, and that's why he's getting this award, along with his wife, Brenda, who I know personal and great people. The great things that they're doing in the George Rogers Foundation, doing scholarships for first generation persons and thousands and thousands of dollars that has contributed to that great cause. Because he understands, like everybody else, you can only dribble so far, you can only run so far, but once the game is over, it's what you put in your brain, and he understands that. And so with no further ado, with great pleasure, I present to you the Whitney M. Young Committee 2020, Mr. George Rogers. I hand over to you, Doug. Thank you.
Now here in the Midlands, nearly 400 young people participate in the character building activities of the Boy Scouts of America through an activity we call Scout Reach. Simply put, Scout Reach provides opportunities for young people to join Scouting and participate in its character building activities who would not otherwise be able to. Tonight, I'm really proud to announce that your support directly provides those opportunities through Scout Reach. And we have a great chance tonight to recognize someone in the community who has been supportive of our programs and throughout the Midlands and throughout the state with his leadership with the George Rogers Foundation. 1980 Heisman Trophy winner, George Rogers. George, thank you for joining us.
No question about it, man. You guys are doing a great job, and just keep up the good work.
Well, it's our high honor to present the 2020 Whitney M. Young Junior Service Award to you as our 2020 participant. George, Whitney M. Young, as you know, really was such a huge advocate of providing opportunities for young people.
Sure.
And this award represents something that gives us a chance to recognize individuals in our communities who have provided those opportunities. Through the George Rogers Foundation, you have directly provided support for first-time college students, almost 500 of them, as well as a lot of youth organizations like the Boy Scouts, and including the Boy Scouts of America, Indian Waters Council. So, George, we're going to do a contactless presentation today. Sure. We thank you for the opportunity. We have some scouts here who are representing our programs, and you and those on our campaign and in this event tonight directly help make these activities possible. So on behalf of the Indian Waters Council, it's a great honor for me to present to you the Whitney M. Young Junior Service Award.
All right, well, man, I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. I tell you what, man, hey, I've got a lot of different things, and this is one of the, I hold it, I cherish it for a long time. This is one of the things I've had, and of course the Highland Trophy. This might go right pretty good.
I agree.
All right.
And we sure do appreciate your supporting scouting and representing the values of the Boy Scouts of America.
That's
here.
what it's all about. It's all about giving back, and I'm sure when those guys get where they're going, they're gonna give back too. All right, no doubt.
Thank you, Southeastern Freight Lines. Because of you, I became an Eagle Scout.
Thank you, U.S. Foods.
Doug, I want to thank you so much for letting me be a part of this. It has been a real treat. And to all the scouts, thank you so much. To the dignitaries who made their notice known, supporting scouting is so important, especially these days. Doug Stone, anything you want to say in parting?
Well, just we want to thank everyone and remind you, you can text the amount you'd like to give. If you can support scouting, support these scouts in our community, there's the number on your screen, and you can also go to our website at indianwaters.org. And we want to thank everyone. We've raised over $500,000, as folks have reported earlier tonight.
Scouts, thank you so much. And now, this is why scouting is so important.